the story with your dad and him almost getting in a fight?
Go ahead, Dad. Tell him.
Just the shortest version I can give you. Terence was a hothead outside of the ring. So he used to get in trouble with other fighters. I mean, he would, if you bumped into Terence, you didn't say excuse me, you were just joking around with Terence, he'd come after you. And we'd have to break Terence up from situations like that. So he spoke about being in Venezuela.
A little bit more than that, though. It wasn't just bumping, a little bit more than that.
Okay, well, whatever.
But he was a hothead.
PG version.
Whatever it was, he carries that into the ring. And a lot of times he had it outside. So we're in Venezuela. We look up in the stands, and there's a fight going on. The problem I have with it as a coach is it's an American fighting an American. And it's Terence, So we had those situations with him where we'd have to reprimand and say, hey, man, stop doing this or that. And he would come right back at you. And it was one of those times at a national tournament I had to say some things to him, not anything disrespectful, just to stop him from doing whatever he was doing. And he was ready to fight me. Of course, nothing happened at that point. Later that night, the tournament was at a college. And so walking through the dorm area, it was very dark. It wasn't lit at all. It was very dark. It was almost like an alley. And I just happened to see him. He saw me. And we came right face to face. And I'm looking at this guy with both his fists balled up like this standing in front of me. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, you ain't gonna move? And I look at him, I said, what's up? And he says to me, what's up? And then I thought to myself, I was like, Nah, let this go, Kenny. Just let this go, And we both turned. We didn't just walk away from him. We both turned and watched each other, and then we walked away, And that's why he's laughing. But for me, that showed me who he is in and out of that ring. So again, when the question was, do you prepare differently? Yeah, you definitely have to do other things that you've never done before. You know what I mean? And his mentality, real quick, his mentality of fighting every second of every round is what we have to do. We have to, we have to do that to be successful.
Thank you.
Good to see you, man.
Everybody's trying to make this the career-defining fight for Terence Crawford. How are you taking this for you? Shawn Porter, because you've been in the biggest and you're one of the most exciting fighters in the game. How are you really taking this just like genuine?
Yeah, but you know what? I'm taking it genuine.
Genuinely.
Yeah.
I'm from
No, you good. No, you good. I was like, I didn't really realize I'm being genuine, but that's who I am as a person. You know what I mean? So, my dad's talking about, we know that we're going to get a mean Terence Crawford in the ring. We know that we're going to touch gloves at the beginning of it before this fight starts, and then there's nothing in between then. That's just who he is, and we're prepared for that. For me, this is the fun side of it. You know what I mean? This is the side that you're supposed to enjoy. You're supposed to speak from your heart, say how you feel, so on and so forth. So it's easy for me, man. This is a career-defining fight for him and myself. We're both we are in our primes right now. This is a rare treat for the boxing world, where neither of us have been hurt in the boxing ring. Like, you got two guys that are practically 100% getting in the ring against one another, and that's rare. So this is a big deal for both of us. I don't care if people shed more light on his side of it than they do on my side. I don't care. At fight night, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm gonna win this fight.